Hey everyone, I hope that you're having a great day. I wanted to do this video to help you break down your weight loss goals. Now, when it comes to Isagenix, we have incredible nutrition and incredible products, but a lot of times what we really struggle with are setting the goals along the way so that we can get to this big, crazy goal that we might have. So, just to give you a little bit of background about me, my name is Charity Majors, and I've been in the personal training and health and fitness and nutrition industry for about 13 years. It's something that I have dedicated my life to and absolutely love doing, and I have loved to implement Isagenix as a great tool in my tool belt when it comes to clients and helping others. So one thing that I learned when it came to personal training was we had to know where we were going and we had to know our goals. And this is kind of like, if say you wanted to go to Disneyland and you had this goal of, right, like the Magic Kingdom and going to see Mickey and Minnie. And all of a sudden, so you set your navigation and your navigation is going to tell you where to go along the way. Now you can obviously take detours, you can maybe you want to go see this sightseeing place, or maybe you want to get off and you want to go over here, but the ultimate goal is Disneyland, right? And so the less detours that we take, the quicker that we're going to get to Disneyland. So when it comes to our weight loss goal in Isagenix, I kind of coach this a little bit differently because with my psychology background as well, I have a psychology degree, and I also understand that the brain does not process negative. And I'll explain what this means. So if I tell you, don't think about a green ball, you're probably thinking about a green ball right now, right? You can probably picture it in your mind. It's a nice whatever color green is in your mind. And then you're like, okay, wait, don't think about it. Crap, don't think about it. Stop thinking about the green ball, right? And this concept works the same when it comes to when we adjust our habits and when we want to bring our health to the next level. A lot of times, especially in the fitness industry, and I used to do this too, but all of a sudden we say, don't have this and don't have that and don't eat pizza and don't drink beer and don't. So now all of a sudden, what happens when someone tells you what not to do? Our brain has to do that thing first before we can say, oh wait, don't do it, don't do it. And how many of you guys, if you've tried to adjust your nutrition in the past and someone said, don't have this, all of a sudden you're like, I want that. Like, I need that in my life every day, and I need like 10 of them right now, right? It's because our brain has to process negative, or it can't process negative. This actually works the same way with kids. Like when you tell a kid, don't cross the street, the kid's brain has to cross the street first before it can't. So if we give a direct command instead of an indirect command, which is where the don't comes in, if we tell a kid, stop and wait for mommy, and look both ways, and then we will cross the street together, then that's where the kid's brain is gonna go. That's a direct command. Like, okay, like crossing the street isn't even on their radar. So now all of a sudden when I say, think about a red ball, the green ball isn't even in the picture, right? And so this is this thing when it comes to Isagenix and when it comes to our nutrition. So now on your destination towards your goal, right, towards Disneyland, you are empowered with choice when it comes to those 400 to 600 calorie meals that you choose to put together so that you can nourish and fuel your bodies. Now, right, Isagenix gives you your 2 shakes and your 2 snacks, and so now it's up to you, depending on your goals, where you're at with your meal. Maybe it's 400 to 600 calorie meal, or maybe you break that into 2. Maybe if you're having a workout, you add in an extra snack. It can be gray. And so now, okay, we have this ultimate goal of Disneyland, right? So whether this goal for you, maybe it's 5 pounds, maybe it's 10 pounds, maybe it's 30 pounds, maybe it's 50 pounds, maybe it's 100 pounds. We know that this goal, it's here, and now we gotta break it down step by step to get there. So how do we break it down? Well, so like I was saying before, I give you the choice on knowing how to get to your destination. So as we break it down, the more detours that you take, right? So the more detours towards cookies and pizza that you take, it will take longer to get to your ultimate destination. Now, as long as you get right back on track, you'll get there eventually, but just don't go like on detour after detour after detour after detour after detour, and then you're gonna like end up in New York, and you're not even gonna get towards Disneyland. So be empowered to know that you have a choice in this journey. So it's not to say don't eat this and don't eat that. It's to say, okay, out of the choice that I am given, if I eat this or if I eat that, which one will get me closer to my ultimate destination? So this is important because as we break down this big crazy goal, this one that maybe we need help breaking down in step-by-step process, because sometimes if it is a bigger goal, it can seem overwhelming, and especially if we've tried to do it over and over and over, we get discouraged or we get overwhelmed, and when we are in overwhelm, we do nothing because our brain is just like, blah, like, I can't do anything else, like right now I'm just too overwhelmed, and so we freeze and we do nothing or we avoid it. So to get to this bigger goal, we have to break it down in bite-sized pieces. So let's say you have a goal of 20 pounds. Well, we know that a good healthy rate to lose weight is 1 to 2 pounds a week, okay? So if my ultimate goal is this 20 pounds, this is my Disneyland, right? Now that we want to break that down. So I'm going to start back down here. I'm going to reverse engineer it and work my way from the bottom. So we know that a healthy way to lose weight is 1 to 2 pounds per week. So now if I know, okay, 10 to 20 weeks is going to be my goal. And you can obviously change whatever this number is for you. You can change this. And yes, there is some gray area in when it comes to our weight because muscle weighs more than fat. If you guys Google like the difference in size between muscle and fat, 5 pounds of muscle is actually about this big, and 5 pounds of fat is actually, it's about this big, and 5 pounds of muscle is about this big. So yes, they weigh the same, but their volume is different. So as we put on lean body mass, as we fuel our body with the right balance of carbs, fats, and proteins, especially those proteins that are in our shakes, that keeps our muscles strong and it keeps our body from breaking down our muscle for fuel so that we can maintain the leaner volume of muscle versus the bigger volume of body fat. And muscle also burns 4 times more calories than fat. So we want to put on the muscle. So eat your protein and lift some big heavy weights. Don't put down the girly weights. 3-pound weights. I mean, unless you're doing them like a lot of repetitions to failure, like pick up some bigger weights. You can do it. So, okay, back to our goal. So we've got our 20-pound goal and we're going to reverse engineer it. So I know that, okay, every week I need to focus in on 1 to 2 pounds a week. Well, what does that look like? Well, we know that with Isagenix, we've got our shake days and our cleanse days. So, okay, if this is going to be typically, this might be 2-ish months. So, okay, if I know, okay, I've got my President's Pack, or I've got my Pace Setter, or I've got my 30-day pack, I know that I can program my 30 days to either have my 2 shake days a week or my 1 shake day a week. Obviously, the more cleansing that you're able to do, if you just do the race to maintenance, which is called like 2 cleanse days, so you go 2 cleanse days, 5 shake days, 2 cleanse days, 5 shake days, 2 cleanse days, 5 shake days, and you bust it out, you're obviously gonna like be on the speedy track to get to Disneyland. If the longer that you drag it out, the slower you will be at getting to your ultimate destination. So I always like to say, like, bust it out, get it, you're in the mode, like, why wait longer to do it? So get to Disneyland, it's really exciting. And then when you get to maintenance, once you're at that target weight or at the target weight that you want your body to look and to feel, then that's where we kind of adjust into maintenance mode. So maybe you're having 1 or 2 shakes a day. One of my favorite maintenance packs is actually the Everyday Essentials pack. So you're gonna have your vitamins, you're gonna have a swig of your Cleanse for Life, you're gonna have a swig of your Ionics, and then you're gonna have a shake a day. And that is great maintenance. And maybe you add on the bars, because if you're out and about and you're busy like me, then you just like to have a bar in your purse or in your bag so that you can munch on it instead of driving through McDonald's. So so that's great maintenance. So that was kind of a random side note, but back to our goal. So if we know that we need to reverse engineer it to have 1 to 2 pounds per week, our cleanse days are going to help with that. And this is where the choice of having the not so healthy meal versus the healthy meal will make a big difference. Because a lot of times when we see this bigger goal, all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, a little, an extra bit of ice cream, an extra scoop of ice cream isn't going to really matter in the grand scheme of things. But now all of a sudden when my goal is 1 to 2 pounds a week, then I know that that extra ice cream is going to make a big difference. So we know, okay, so within about a month, we're going to be around 5 to 10 pounds down. So this is kind of our month goal. And again, this is going to be gray because every body is different, just depending on how your body responds to detoxing, how faithful you are with it, how much you stick with it. Sometimes people's bodies, because they've been protecting themselves with toxins and fat and water weight for so long, it takes a little while for things to get rebalanced at a cellular level so that our body can function correctly. So if you aren't necessarily experiencing a lot of weight loss right up at the beginning, that's okay. Keep going, because it didn't come on overnight. If you are honest with yourself, your weight did not come on overnight. And that is just the personal trainer in me is saying that. So okay, month 1, 5 to 10 pounds. Okay, so then now I'm going to reassess my goals before my next shipment goes out, and where do I need to go for the next month? Okay, so maybe if I'm at 7 pounds, okay, that was a pretty good month. Like, let's keep that program going. Or maybe I'm going to add in 1 or 2 more cleanse days so that I can get that 10 pounds. And now all of a sudden you have this breakdown step-by-step goal to get towards your 20 pounds. So, or whatever your number might be for your Disneyland. So I hope that this helps you guys break it down into bite-sized pieces. Your goal should definitely be your daily habit. Okay, I'm gonna do my shake day and I'm gonna do my cleanse days and I'm gonna have my healthy, my lean and green meals, and I'm gonna, I like to actually suggest what's called a power hour for my cleansers. It's a 20-minute workout right when you wake up. You can do squats or push-ups or planks and just something easy right in your PJs, right in your living room. And then 20 minutes of personal development. So whether you're reading a nutrition book or a financial book or something that helps you with mindset or anything like that, that's always a great, and then, okay, that's your next 20 minutes because your brain from your workout is working really, really well. And then the last 20 minutes is kind of prayer and meditation and your journaling and just spending some quiet time. So even if that's what you do every single day consistently over time, that's what's really going to matter. And so then same thing, we want to make sure that you are establishing habits that allow you to live a healthy lifestyle consistently over time. Isagenix is not a quick fix. It's something that really should and needs to be a lifestyle. Our groceries and our food will always be nutrient deficient, so we will always need the shakes and the vitamins. I know even for me, I don't get all of the greens that I should, so I love the Isagenix greens. When for recovery after a workout, we need the extra amino acids, so try the recovery. And if I'm tired, or if I just need an extra kick in the butt for my workout, I'm gonna take an E+ shot. It's okay to assist our body to give it the best nutrients that we can give it, and to give it the tools so that our body can be most efficient, so that our results can be the best, and so that we can fill in the gaps of everyday life. So that's what Isagenix is for. And I hope that this helps. I hope that this kind of helps you break it down step by step. So take a few minutes, jot down your goal, reverse engineer it with how many weeks you will need, and then you'll have your action plan to get you towards your goal and then to transition into maintenance so that you can continue to live a healthy life for the rest of your life. Thank you guys for taking this time with me, and I hope that you have a great day.